Charles Shyer, a legendary filmmaker and screenwriter whose works became integral to the fabric of American cinema, has sadly passed away at the age of 83. He was best known for directing and writing Father of the Bride, the beloved comedy that captured the essence of family life with humor and heart. The news of his passing was confirmed by his representative to Entertainment Weekly on Friday, December 27th, though the cause of death has not been disclosed. In an emotional statement to Deadline, Shyer's family expressed their grief and paid tribute to his remarkable life and legacy. "It's with an indescribably heavy heart that we share the news of our beloved father Charles Shyer's passing," they stated. "His loss leaves an unfillable hole in our lives, but his legacy lives on through his children and the 5 decades of wonderful work he's left behind." The family added, "There will never be another quite like him." These words reflect the deep affection and admiration his loved ones had for him, and his passing has left an undeniable void in both his family and the entertainment world. Charles Shyer's film career spanning more than 5 decades is a testament to his extraordinary talent, his unwavering commitment to storytelling, and his ability to create films that resonated with people across generations. He carved out his space in Hollywood not only as a director, but also as a highly skilled screenwriter whose work became synonymous with humor, emotional depth, and life's intricacies. Born in 1941, Charles Shyer was a talented and ambitious young man who entered the film industry in the late 1960s. His early career as a screenwriter began with a string of notable successes that established him as one of the most sought-after writers in Hollywood. His work on Smokey and the Bandit, 1977, a blockbuster action comedy starring Burt Reynolds, marked his debut in the world of big-budget films. Shyer's sharp wit and his ability to inject humor into any genre made him a versatile writer, and he soon earned a reputation for creating both heartwarming and hilarious characters. His work on House Calls, 1978, and Goin' South, 1978, further cemented his place as a promising and influential screenwriter in the industry. However, it was Shyer's 1980 work on the screenplay for Private Benjamin, a comedy about a spoiled woman who joins the U.S. Army, that truly launched him into the spotlight. The film was not only a major commercial success, but also earned Shyer an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay, a career milestone that showcased his remarkable ability to combine humor with sharp social commentary. The success of Private Benjamin proved that Shyer's voice was one that could captivate audiences while offering profound insights into human nature. In 1984, Shyer made the natural transition from screenwriting to directing, a move that would define much of his later career. His directorial debut, Irreconcilable Differences, was a comedy drama that starred Shirley MacLaine and Ryan O'Neal. While Irreconcilable Differences was a commercial hit, it was his next film, Baby Boom, 1987, that solidified Shyer's place among Hollywood's elite directors. The film, which starred Diane Keaton as a successful businesswoman who unexpectedly becomes a single mother, became a beloved classic. It demonstrated Shyer's unique ability to blend humor with deeper themes of personal growth, family, and change, qualities that would come to define much of his later work. In the years that followed, Charles Shyer continued to deliver films that resonated with audiences, from comedies to dramas and romantic films. His skill in crafting complex characters and emotional narratives, often paired with lighthearted humor, set his work apart. Films such as Once Upon a Crime, 1992, I Love Trouble, 1994, and The Affair of the Necklace, 2001, further highlighted his range as a director. Though not all of these films achieved the same level of commercial success as Baby Boom, they were no less important in contributing to Shyer's reputation as a filmmaker with a distinct voice. But it was his work on Father of the Bride, 1991, that truly became one of the highlights of his career. A modern remake of the 1950 classic, the film starred Steve Martin and Diane Keaton. Father of the Bride struck an emotional chord with viewers and became an instant hit. Shyer's deft direction brought a perfect balance of humor and heart to the story of a father coming to terms with the marriage of his daughter. The film's immense success led to a sequel, Father of the Bride Part 2, 1995, which was also a box office hit and continued to explore the themes of family, love, and letting go. The Father of the Bride films became cultural touchstones, beloved by audiences for their warmth, humor, and relatable portrayal of familial dynamics. While Shire was largely known for his comedic work, it is his exploration of family dynamics, personal growth, and the bonds of love that set his films apart. His ability to navigate between lighthearted comedies and deeper, more introspective narratives was one of his greatest strengths. It was this blend of humor and humanity that endeared him to audiences, and his films became staples of modern cinema. Shire's impact on the industry cannot be understated. Over the years, he worked with some of Hollywood's biggest stars, from Steve Martin and Diane Keaton to Goldie Hawn and Ryan O'Neal, and his films influenced generations of filmmakers who admired his ability to craft emotionally resonant stories. He not only brought laughter and joy to millions, but also told stories that resonated on a deeper level, exploring the complexities of relationships, the challenges of life, and the universal themes of love, loss, and personal growth. In his later years, Shire's film career slowed down, but his influence continued. His final project was Best Christmas Ever, Ever Christmas, A Christmas Ever, a holiday film that he co-wrote and executive produced. While it may not have received the same widespread recognition as some of his earlier works, it stood as a testament to his lasting presence in the industry. Even as he aged, Shire's passion for storytelling remained strong, and his final project showed that he was still committed to creating meaningful, entertaining content. Charles Shire's personal life was as rich and fulfilling as his professional one. He was a private individual who valued his family above all else, and his children often spoke of the love and wisdom he shared with them. His 4 children survive him, and their statement on his passing highlighted the profound impact he had on their lives. His loss leaves an unfillable hole in our lives, they wrote, but they also expressed that his legacy would live on in them and in the films he left behind. His family also reflected on the extraordinary life he led, remarking that his influence would continue to be felt for years to come. The passing of Charles Shire marks the end of an era for Hollywood as one of the most talented and influential filmmakers of his generation has left us. His films, which have touched millions, will continue to be cherished for their wit, warmth, and wisdom. Though he may no longer be with us, Shire's contributions to the world of film will never be forgotten. His legacy lives on in the stories he told, the lives he touched, and the joy he brought to audiences around the world. Charles Shire was, as his family said, a unique talent, and there will never be another quite like him. His legacy in film, his incredible body of work, and the love of his family will continue to endure, ensuring that the filmmaker's influence will never fade.